So, it's been a really good weekend. 2 wins and a trip away, another 3 points, so good.
Yeah, terrific performance today. If we're really honest, it should have been a much bigger scoreline. We've probably been guilty of missing a few too many chances. But if you'd have offered us 6 points at 7 o'clock on Friday night against Malvern, who are a brilliant side, and then obviously Malvern, who we struggled with last year. But nice to have the bragging rights. I always said, that I thought we were the better team of the two sides, and league tables don't lie. We were that last year, but as I mentioned, they've strengthened. They've got some good players in, but they were no match for us today, in all honesty. And we know that they're going to give us a real tough game down here in the reverse fixture. But it was a terrific 3 points, and Rip thoroughly deserved.
Yeah, it was an all-round performance. And players coming in today, any standouts?
Yeah, well, I think it's difficult. I don't want to get too gung-ho on individual performances. I try not to, because I think it was a collective. They all are. And again, the way that we set ourselves up, the way that we played, we have one person not buying into that. You can really notice it. But we got caught up in a lot of drama last year at Malvern. A lot of grief got through our way, and I think it affected us. But I think they got the better of us. I think the roles reversed today. I think they wound themselves up. Got a player sent off. Some of the antics that we've had to put up with. Ryan Crouch, our captain for the day, has been hit by a supporter as he's laying in the goal. We've had things thrown at our goalkeeper. The referees put those both in his report, and that'll be dealt with. I will say there were some really good people at Malvern as well, but there were some idiots. That's what they are. They don't belong anywhere near football. But we were calm. We were complimented by the referee on our conduct at the end of the game, both as a management team and players. And I think we learned from last year, and we're going to have to go up against some big crowds, and you can't get involved. And we were calm, we were patient, and the players were absolutely brilliant. 1 to 14, and I added more than that as well. George Kello hasn't kicked a ball for us today, and he's probably been one of our best 3 or 4 players across the last 3 games. But we felt we wanted to freshen it up today, and George will be back in for Supermarine on Saturday, and we can go there now relaxing and in 6th place in the Southern League. Mental saying that, eh?
Yeah, it's early days, and we need to build, but it looks good at the moment, doesn't it? And then Saturday we've got an FA Cup game, which will be interesting.
Well, yeah, it will be. They're a terrific football club, aren't they, Swindon Supermarine? They're one of the big hitters of the area. Get big crowds. They've obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say they've had a fantastic start, because they haven't. They'll be really disappointed. But we've watched a few of their games, and they've got some really, really good footballers, and it's a tough, unforgiving division. But they are that one above, and those games, although they haven't gone in their favour, they've been in them all the way through. The 5-0 at Bracknell was 2-0 at half time, and they were knocking on the door. So we know it's going to be a real tough task. I'll keep saying it, because we seem to get the results. We go in as massive underdogs. We can go there a little bit relaxed. I think if we'd have had a tough weekend, you then go and you want to sort of almost save your season almost and get yourselves going. But we can go in now 7 points on the board out of 4 games of the league, which we didn't ever think we'd get anywhere near that from the first 4 games. And we go there really looking forward to it. And we're freshening it up again. There'll be some different. They were up here watching us Friday, and I'm sure they'll have us watched today, and there'll be 3 or 4 changes again, no doubt. And we've got a little bit of an idea of how we can get through. But we know it's going to be a tough game. We need the support again. They've been brilliant for us this year. We had 30 or 40 today, and they were the loudest in the ground, and they stood with us toe to toe, and that's what's needed at the club. So really, really positive weekend for the football club.
Excellent. Look forward to the weekend.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.